Hi everyone! So quite a while ago I did a video where I showed you how we edit our music videos, and at the end of that video I think I said something like, later I'm gonna show you how we color grade our music videos. Color correcting and grading and stuff, that will be in another video coming out later. And I guess it's now later because I just received this crazy high-res 4K monitor from BenQ, and I can finally see what I'm doing while I'm grading. So yeah, let's do some color grading, I guess. Also, just a quick disclaimer, I'm not a pro color grader or anything. I've just kind of learned by doing, so I'm probably doing something wrong is what I'm trying to say. But anyways, this is how I do it. I just want to show you how we do it. So yeah. Alright, so I figured what I'll do is I'll show you the grading for 3 of our latest covers. So I'll start with Someone You Loved, and then I'll go through Lithium, and finally Blinding Lights. Someone You Loved is a pretty straightforward orange and teal grade, and what that means is that we have basically 2 colors in the whole shot. It's orange for the skin and the guitar, and then we have teal for the background. I did the grading for this video in Davinci Resolve, which is a free software, and it's really powerful, so I've used it more and more recently. So the first thing I did was I added a film print LUT. At the time I was experimenting with different film print LUTs, and if I add the film print LUT you can see that it instantly becomes more contrasty, and it basically emulates what it would look like if we were to print to a real film stock. And then I balanced the shot. I white balanced the shot to make it more neutral. And then I separated the skin from everything else. The skin was a bit pink, as you can see, so I pushed it more towards green. Then I selected everything outside of the previously selected skin, and I added a bunch of teal to it. Finally, I felt like the whole shot could use some more teal just to give it a bit more of a lonely feeling. And that's pretty much the whole grade for that video. So we went from this to this. Alright, so next up we have Lithium. Let's start with turning everything off. So the first node, Glow, I actually added last. So we'll start with the balance node, which is basically what it sounds like. It's just balancing the shot. And then I knew for this song, I wanted to have like a grimy grunge feel because it's grunge, it's Nirvana. So, and we're in a barn, so I thought that would be fitting. So I started by adding some green to the shadows. Well, a lot of green to the shadows actually. But it still didn't feel quite right, so I decided to add a ton of yellow to the highlights and midtones as well. So I did that with the curves. And as you can see, that really makes pretty much the whole grade. I like how it feels like we're in this tiny barn and it's really hot and grimy, and it just suits the song very well. And then I added this glow effect, which basically just adds glow to the lightest parts of the image. And then finally I brought down the exposure a bit because I felt like it was a bit too bright. So that's that. We went from this to this. So yeah, that's Lithium. So the first 2 grades I showed you were pretty straightforward, but now I'm going to show you Blinding Lights, and I did the grade for this in Premiere Pro, and this is far from straightforward, so I'll show you what I mean. When I did this grade, I was basically just experimenting, and I knew what I wanted, but it was really hard to get there, and I basically broke the footage to get there. And I really pushed the footage to the breaking point. But in the end, I think it turned out alright anyway. Alright, so let's start. As you can see, we have a lot of effects over here, and let's just start from the beginning. So First, I added Film Convert, which is basically a film emulation plugin. Basically, the same thing I did for Someone You Loved with the film print LUT. And then I added an instance of Lumetri Color, and yeah, I think I just brightened the center part of the image, basically. And then I added an instance of Lux from Magic Bullet, and let's see what I did here. So I think I basically brightened everything pink and brought it out more. Yeah. After that, I used the fast color corrector and I shifted the hue 12%. And after that, another instance of Lumetri Color. Let's see what this did. Oh yeah. So I basically qualified all the pink tones and I just upped the saturation and brightness of the color. And then another instance of Lux. Oh wow, yeah. So here's a big part of the look, I think. So first we have spot exposure, which is also just brightening up the center of the image a bit more. And then we have some diffusion, which adds diffusion to the highlights. Well, pretty much the whole image actually. But mainly the pink parts, I think. And then finally a vignette. So this is what we have now. And then I added a 3-way color corrector, apparently, for some reason. So I added a bit more pink to the whole image, I think. And then another instance of Lumetri Color where what did I do? Oh, so if you look at Rick's face, I took out some of the blue in Rick's face, basically. So that was just for that. And then a tint effect, which, oh yeah, so I thought it was a bit too saturated, so I brought down the saturation of everything. And then finally, a curves adjustment where I basically crushed the shadows a bit and brought them up to get like a bit more of a dreamy look. And that's the grade for Blinding Lights. The process wasn't pretty, but the end result looks alright, so that's all I'm aiming for. Alright, so that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out our latest cover. I'll put it right here so you can click on it. Click here. Thank you.